Some people talk to themselves and feel embarrassed about it. They look around to make sure no one heard them. They whisper under their breath and then shake their heads, wondering why they do it. But what if talking to yourself is not something to be ashamed of? What if it is actually a sign of something special inside you? For a long time, people thought that talking to yourself meant you were stressed or maybe a little strange. But science tells a very different story. Researchers have studied this habit closely, and what they found is surprising. People who talk to themselves often share certain rare and beautiful traits, traits that most people never even notice in themselves. So if you have ever caught yourself narrating your morning, thinking out loud while cooking, or quietly coaching yourself through a hard moment, stay with me, because this story might be about you. The first trait is a deep and powerful mind. People who talk to themselves tend to think in layers. Their mind is not quiet, it is active, curious, and always working. Talking out loud is simply a way to keep up with all of that thinking. When you say something out loud, your brain processes it differently than when you just think it silently. It becomes more real, more clear. Scientists call this self-directed speech, and studies show it actually helps the brain stay focused and solve problems faster. Think about a child learning to read. They often mouth the words or say them softly as they go. This is not weakness. This is the brain working hard. Adults who talk to themselves are doing something very similar. They are helping their own mind stay sharp. There was a woman named Clara. She was a writer. Every morning she would make her coffee and walk slowly around her small apartment talking to herself. She would say things like, "Okay, so the character needs to feel lost but not hopeless," or "What if the ending is not about leaving but about staying?" Her neighbors sometimes heard her through the thin walls. A few of them smiled. They thought it was funny. But Clara was doing something powerful. She was thinking out loud. And every story she wrote was born from those quiet morning conversations with herself. The second trait is strong emotional awareness. People who talk to themselves often feel things deeply. They process emotions in an active, conscious way. When something happens, they do not just react. They reflect, they question, they try to understand. And often, talking helps them do this. Have you ever said out loud, "Why does this bother me so much?" Or maybe, "I just need to calm down. It is going to be okay." That is not weakness. That is emotional intelligence in action. You are not just feeling, you are observing your feelings. You are stepping back and trying to understand what is happening inside you. That takes real courage and self-awareness. People with this trait often make wonderful friends. They listen deeply. They notice when something is wrong. They care about how others feel because they already know how hard it can be to carry feelings alone. The third trait is strong focus and self-discipline. This one surprises many people. There is a common belief that talking to yourself means your mind is scattered or distracted, but research shows the opposite. People who use self-talk often perform better on tasks that require attention and precision. In one study, people were asked to find an object in a busy store. The group that said the name of the object out loud while searching found it much faster than the group that stayed silent. The voice helped them stay focused. It gave their brain a direction, a simple, clear instruction to follow. Athletes know this well. Many great sports players talk to themselves during competition. A tennis player might say, "Stay low, watch the ball." A swimmer might repeat, "Push harder, keep breathing." This is not madness, this is mental training. The voice becomes a coach, a guide, a steady hand when everything else feels chaotic. There was a young boy named Eli. He struggled in school, not because he was not smart, but because sitting still and staying focused was very hard for him. One day, his teacher noticed that when Eli whispered to himself while working, he finished his tasks and made fewer mistakes. She did not stop him. Instead, she encouraged it. She let him sit in the corner and softly talk himself through every problem. By the end of the year, Eli was one of the most focused students in the class. His secret was simple. His own voice helped him stay on track. The fourth trait is creativity in imagination. People who talk to themselves often have a very rich inner world. They imagine deeply. They create stories in their heads. They think about possibilities, not just facts. And talking to themselves is often how they explore those ideas. When a creative person is working on something, their mind moves fast. Ideas come and go quickly. Talking out loud is a way to catch those ideas before they disappear. It is like thinking on paper, but faster, more alive. Many artists, musicians, writers, and inventors have described this habit. They talk to their work. They talk to their characters. They ask questions out loud and wait for the answers to come. It might look strange from the outside, but from the inside, it feels completely natural. It feels like the most honest conversation they will ever have. There is something beautiful about a person who is not afraid to speak to themselves. It means they are comfortable with their own company. They do not need noise or distraction to feel okay. They can sit with themselves, think out loud, and find their own answers. That is a kind of quiet strength that many people spend their whole lives searching for. So the next time you catch yourself talking out loud, do not feel embarrassed. Do not look around nervously or pretend it did not happen. Instead, take a small breath and think about what it really means. It means your mind is working. It means you feel deeply. It means you focus in your own unique way. And it means you carry a world of imagination inside you. Talking to yourself is not a flaw. It never was. It is a sign of a mind that is alive, curious, and beautifully human. And if the world sometimes looks at you a little strangely when you do it, just smile, because now you know something they do not.